Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm a little duded up because I'm just coming back from church. Um, if this is your first time visiting my channel, I'd like to welcome you. And if you're returning, I'd like to welcome you back. Uh, and I hope that you would consider subscribing and also joining in the conversation. Okay. My only rule is that there can be no hate. If you disagree with me, that's okay. Just do it in a very civil manner. Okay. I wanted to give my thoughts on Tyree Nichols. And as I was learning about Tyree, I learned that in Huntington, California, the police shot and killed a double amputee. Okay, so I wanted to give my thoughts on that. It disturbed me the one video I seen where there was a young black girl saying that there is no black on black crime and Tyree died as a result of systemic racism. Oh man. Uh, Anyways, I just wanted to say my thoughts on that. Listen, we can't make everything into racism. What happened here, where he was murdered by five goons that should have been carrying crayons and a coloring book rather than a badge and a gun. This is not so much a racist problem. I'm not saying that racism isn't involved in situations like these, but we have to remember that this is more of a police problem. There are cops that should not be cops. And I don't know why they're there. Do we not screen before they go to the academy? Do we not screen them psychologically? I don't know. But like I said, this is a problem now. Sure, I know that racism is involved sometimes, all right? But this guy, poor guy, was killed by five black policemen. And I don't know why, for just a traffic violation, there happens to be, five cops or however many there are showed up on the scene or whatever. Uh, you know, the, Now let me say this though. I'm really blown away by this, but let me say this. I do believe, and I'll give a disclaimer, I do believe that most police are good cops. And whenever I worked as a paramedic, I worked scenes where there were police, and I did meet most of the cops were good. There were a couple that had an attitude problem. Okay, so yeah, what's the solution? I don't know, but I think that there has to be some police reform here. Something's got to be done because we have cops that are abusing their power, and people are getting hurt or people are getting abused at the hands of these. Again, I do believe most cops are good, but there are a group that are very bad. And the problem is that it is painting a black picture, I mean, a dark picture for all of the good cops out there. Okay. So my heart and my sympathy goes out to the family of these poor gentlemen. Okay, and then about the poor guy that was killed in California. I think it was Huntington police in California shot and killed a double amputee. This guy was walking on stumps. It would have been the same thing as trying to walk on your hands and knees. And he had a knife. And, I know I wasn't there, and some people say, well, you don't know what the cops were up against. But what I seen was if there is a man in a wheelchair threatening me with a knife, he's not going to get me because I could just walk away or run away, or these cops could have overpowered him and took him into custody without killing him. So, please understand, people, that while there is occasions where race is involved, okay, I'll give you that. But this is a police problem. This is a problem that has to be solved involving a couple of power hungry cops that are abusing, hurting, even killing people. Okay. So, I'm sorry, but I'm really disturbed by this. I'm really disturbed. Okay. So again, to these two gentlemen that were killed by police, my heart and sympathy and goes out to the family. And just know that for what it's worth, I will keep them in my prayers at night, okay? In the meantime, take care of yourself, okay? Um, don't forget to worship our Lord, because I'll tell you, in this country, we need God in this country badly. Okay, we're only given by Christ two commandments to follow, and that is number one, love the Lord with all your strength and heart and mind. And the second is love your neighbor as yourself. And if we only do that, if we only follow those two, then the world will be a much more peaceful place, okay? Well, thank you very much for listening to me. And I don't usually like to make videos when I'm driving, but I had to do this because it's really on my mind. So take care of yourself, love your neighbor, and I will see you next time. Thank you. May God bless you.